Okay, so today we'll talk more about React. We had a session before, which was an introduction to React, so we'll pick up from that. So kind of assume you have a little bit of the basics, like how to make a React component, what is the state, how React will render it as it reacts to a change in state and a change in prop. So we're going to build today something like a chat room or a message board where you have like a container for the messages or text, and then the bottom you have some text input where you can say some message and click send, and then it will be injected into this container here. So to do that, we'll practice several of React's way of doing things. Okay, and let's go here. So we can see this CodeSandbox. The left-hand side is the file browser where you can see all the files explorer. And there's the source directory, there's index. This is where everything begins. And if you look at public/index.html and look at the body, you're going to see this div that has the ID attribute root. So this is where the React application is injected. In this CodeSandbox environment, the right-hand side is the output from your application. As you change the code in the middle panel, you will see it update accordingly on the right-hand side. It's like a mini browser within the browser. Okay, if you go to index.js under source, you can see here there's a document get element by ID root, meaning it grabs that empty div and then it injects the React application. That's pretty much encapsulated in this app component that we can find in app.js. If you look here on line 4, import app from /app, and we go there, we can see there's a function app. So React components in its most basic form are just functions that return some kind of template for the view that will be rendered. Functional components has been now the preferred way of building React components. Previously, in the past, React used to do class-based. That is, we will build a class and then instantiate an object for the component. But that's no longer the preferred way. But you can still do it, although they prefer to do it the functional way. In the functional way, just create a function that returns the template of something that looks like HTML, but it isn't really HTML. It's what we call JSX, which is JavaScript. It's actually a function call to react.createElement, but it's kind of syntax sugar that's hidden behind the scenes. So you can write it as though it looks like HTML elements with attributes. In the world of React, we call these elements components, and we call the attributes props. Let's just delete everything from this. We could just say hello world here inside this div, and you're going to see the right-hand side, hello world there. Let me see if I can make it bigger.